Spartans! Ready your breakfast and eat hearty. For tonight, we dine in hell!
How's it going, YouTube? Parasite Generation back with you today to do another video on knives. Now this is of the continued collection of Eafengrow knives. Sorry, my voice is kind of going out, and because I have no reason why, because I haven't been talking that much. But two blade reviews here for you today. Pretty much the same size, but different blade styles. First review we're going to be doing, the first blade we're going to be looking at is the Eafengrow. It's called the Snake's Head. Gorgeous blade, in my opinion. Overall length on this sucker is 8.7 inches. Oh, you can hear my baby boy in the background having some fun. Blade length is 3.7 inches, so it might not be legal in in some places, you know. But I live in Texas, so I can own whatever the hell I want. The blade material is 440C. I actually like 440C, and this seems to be heat treated right because I have been using it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because it's shiny, but the scratches on the metal, that's for me cutting rope and stuff, testing it out. It's held up pretty good. We're going to be doing edge retention tests here in a little bit. G10 handle, I got mine in black. They also make it in orange and jade, and I didn't want any of those colors, so I went with the straight black G10. Okay, I love the blade shape on this one. It's more like a Warrenclyffe reverse Tanto kind of blade. It doesn't have any jimping on the top of the blade, but it has this like little hook here, little shelf here for your thumb. Really good on the cut. Very solid blade. It comes with zero wiggle room. It is a liner lock. Okay, liner lock is rock solid. It's easy to manipulate and push over, because I know how some knives are really stiff and it can wear out your thumb if you're just doing this all day. It is on ball bearings, so it is. Oh, it's like super smooth. Okay, deployment. It deploys via a flipper tab. That's not too. It doesn't poke out too much. It has no sharp edges. It's nice and smooth. It pops right out when you need it to. Came razor sharp. Nice sharp all point. The blade thickness is really thick. It's pretty thick. So good for prying or whatever you need to be done work wise. I don't pry with my knives. That's what I have a screwdriver for. But some people do it, and sometimes you're put in a situation where you actually need to use your knife because it's what you have on you. It's held together with a back spacer. Okay, nothing special there. Thick internal liners, so beast. Got the blade bar right there, nice and sturdy. All around, this is a very good blade. $26 on Amazon. I'm going to put this in the description below, so if you're interested in this knife, go ahead and check it out. Now, the only complaint I have about this is it is tip down carry only right side. Don't really prefer tip down. I like tip up, but it is what it is, and it's a very nice knife. It is thick, but not too thick as to where people will be like, "Are you happy to see me?" But it's a big work. It is a knife that you know you have in your hand, very secure. It ain't going anywhere. No hot spots on this knife whatsoever. And if you're looking for a good work knife or self-defense knife, whatever you want to carry it for, I carry a knife for both purposes of self-defense and a work knife, but majority of us that are sane people carry our knives for work. And this is a last-ditch self-defense tool, but everybody, in my opinion, needs to have a knife, because how many times you go through the day where you need to cut open something? I mean, for God's sake. So, and the weight on this sucker is 8 ounces. So, I mean, you know you have it in your pocket. Alright, this is the Eafengrow. The second blade here is the Eafengrow. Doesn't really have a designation, but I'm just going to call it the Hawkbill. The Eafengrow Hawkbill knife. Very nice blade. Thick thickness. Look at that. A very aggressive blade. I like it. Overall length is 8.8 inches. Blade length is 3.8 inches. So almost 4 inches. And made out of 9CR 18 MOV. Big upgrade from 8CR 13, and I like 8CR, so this should do well. 8.8 ounces. Okay. They also come in 3 colors: black, orange, and jade. I do believe. It's pretty much the same knife, except for the handles have a little groove here. It has a little bit different shelf than this one does. But you get your hand in there, nice cutting. This is almost like what you'd call a karambit button folder version. Come is super sharp, razor blade, and it's not curved to the point where you can't stab with this sucker. You can still stab with this, but it'll be more of a downward. When you stab in, it'll draw your blade downward when you're doing that. But very good knife, thick blade. Comes to an acute tip, so I mean, I wouldn't pry with this one, in my opinion. This one does not have a backspacer, just the pillars. It's a straight. I like this because when you're working in a lot of debris and stuff, getting your knife, it's easy to clean that out, and it just falls through the knife, so no problem. This one's also on ball bearings. Not as smooth because it's new. This is newer than the other one. But it is on ball bearings, and it's nice and smooth compared to some other knives. Deploys via a flipper too, and when that sticks out, it kind of recesses into the G10 handle scales right here, and it feels good. It ain't going anywhere. Good for slashing. Self-defense knife, very good self-defense knife. Thick liners. It is tipped down only, which is the only downside in my opinion. But for under $30, $26 on Amazon, I'll put the link for this one too. So whichever one you wanna go get, or you go get both, guys. It'll be under it'll be $50, a little over $50 for these two bad boys. Very good knives to add to your collection, in my opinion. I don't know if these are clones of any knives out there, but if they are, I don't even care, because they're good knives and they work for me and I can afford them. Out of the two, this one right here by far is my favorite. I really like this design. It is just absolutely perfect. Okay, and now we're gonna get to the sharpness test. Let's see how sharp this is. Oh my god. Yeah, yep, absolutely scary sharp. Just scary sharp. Oh, so that passes. I actually didn't do a test on this when I first got it, but I have been using it, so it's probably a little bit dull. But let's see. Yeah, this one's a little bit dull. No, it still has some sharpness to it. Let's see. Let's go to another. Yeah, it's dull. Ish. Well, yeah, but it did come sharp when I got it. But don't let that skew your opinion of this knife either. But out of the two, I like this one. Oop, fail. I like this one the most. So go pick yourself up these, and one of these or both, in the description below. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like my granddad used to say, violence is the last resort of the thinking man. Only a fool would refuse to face the facts, and it becomes an option for life. Y'all stay armed and safe, and y'all keep on trucking.